Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, we're here, 2020, a new year. We're on mission. We most definitely are. There's no more of a fanny arsing about. We're on it. Okay. I've just had this conversation. It was really weird because I was just about to come on camera, and my landline went. Now there's only two people that really have that number, and that's my dad and my mother-in-law. And doesn't ring often unless it's like some kind of cold calling. So the phone went and it went on to answer phone, and I kind of knew it was my dad, and I thought to myself, oh, it's New Year's Day. Okay, well, he's ringing me. He doesn't, it's not like a tradition that he'd ring me on New Year's Day. He'd actually forgotten about it. So, hi Lily. Okay, I don't know if she's I want to sit back, so I'm hoping that she actually comes round. So I took the call rather than ignoring it and ringing my dad back. I took the call and I was on the phone to him for 41 minutes, and I believe it said 41 seconds. And I kind of looked at that as kind of when it shows me on the landline how long I've been on for. So I noticed it as I ended the call, and then I looked up and the time was 14:14. It's 14:21 now. It's 21. And very interesting. My dad's 88. He has we're into this new decade. It was amazing. I mean, the stuff that we talk about, me and my dad should collaborate on video. How he's left so much behind, how he's like working in mission work. Well, I've kind of given that push now, or planted the seed that that's what the intention is, because at the moment, family members are kind of saying to him that maybe he needs to, move somewhere that isn't a house and maybe a bungalow, and or he needs a cleaner in. So he's feeling a bit like, I don't really want help, and everyone's trying to be caring and kind and to look after him, and he feels like all his independence is being taken away. So he keeps mentioning to me, the third time today, he mentioned, I've got these two ladies coming round. I said, yeah. I don't say you've already told me this. I just go, yeah. He goes, and they're coming round because they're going to talk to me about going out to some groups, getting out, coffee mornings. What else did he say? I don't know. Outings out, just meetups. And I'm like, he said, I don't really know what they're going to say and if I want to do it. And I said, well, have them over, listen to them. I said, but you do realise that this isn't like care for you. This is like he's free. He's my dad's wife died like the 1st of August, and my husband passed away the 31st of August the same year. So we were talking about how we've kind of cleared through how a lot of people have fallen off the radar, how we've emotionally dealt with that, and then actually understanding our purpose. And he said, I'm 88. And I said, you're going to go till you're over like 100. And he kind of went, touch wood. So he's like in it. He's kind of regaining that oomph for this decade. And I said to him, have a look at how much has happened over the last decade, Dad, for both of us. And he was kind of going, you're right. And I said, so these ladies coming round, you do realise you're needed. Like, my dad's name's Henry, but he's known as Harry. And I don't know anyone who doesn't love my dad. My dad is amazing. He, I can tell you loads of stories about him. He's just a true gentleman. He really is. Sorry, Lily, I want to pull myself in. Anyway, so I said to him, you do know that they need a dose of Harry, The reason, this is your mission, Dad. He still drives, and he said, but I go out all the time. And he said, I've cancelled the cleaner. I don't want a cleaner. And I've decided I definitely don't want to move. And I said to him, well, I said, what do you tell you to do? And he says, well, tells me to stay. And I said, well, then you stay. I said, we're having a very, intellectual conversation. There's nothing wrong with you, Dad. You need to get to work. And he's like, you're right. And I was talking about my channel and how it just feels so good to be able to help. Then he started telling me about, he's got this stair lift. And I suppose people think that because he can't manage the stairs, that he needs to live on a single story ground floor. But he finds it so much fun playing with the stair lift, sending his washing up, and it's just, I don't know, it's just, he has fun. And I said, why take that away? You know when the time's right. And I just found out that just across the way from him, there's a lady, and she's in, I think she might be in her 90s, he said. And she's struggling with the stairs. And he's like getting quotes for stair lifts, and I think he's going to buy her a stair lift and get someone to install it. He said, I need to spend money. I need to spend my money. So he's going to go to these groups, and I said to him, you need to go with the mindset, Dad, that it's not you that needs kind of cheering up. You need to go and cheer these, as he calls them, old fogies. I mean, my dad's 89 like this year. It's like old fogies. He said, I call them old fogies. I said, but because he feels 21. So, it makes me beam. So I must have had that conversation for a reason. And seeing it was at 14, it's just like temperance. I just feel it's great. It's, anyway, it's really nice. It's really nice. It's like we're so both proud of one another. It's, okay. And we've kind of, our mantra is, how may I serve? And that's all we really want to do, because you just get such a reward. And just that feeling you get back. Nothing really beats that. And you tend to be looked after as well. Okay. Nice things happen to nice people. It might just take a while for the flow to kind of find you back, but that's why it's important to stay at this kind of how may I serve. So let's get on with how the readings are going to be changing a little bit. It's a new year. My style, I feel there's no more mollycoddling anyone really. The divine masculines, it's like it's mission time. So I feel I'm going to pull two sides. I'm going to see what energy is what. I'm going to imagine that they're going to be feminine and masculine energy. And it's really what you need to work on. Okay, so it's not so much about what's your problem. Okay, we'll have a look at what the issue is, but we're going to really be talking about more solutions. Again, what you need to focus on. So this is going to be interesting. I've been talking for quite a while. I need to take a breath. Okay, 7 minutes, 21. 21. The coffee's hot. Okay. Instead of kind of singing, this girl is on fire, I was going to say, this world is on fire. Most definitely is, isn't it? I know Australia is struggling. I'm trying to direct my energy, guys, to do whatever I can to kind of tame that wild flame that's going on in Australia as a collective. It's worth a go to see if we can kind of... we're up against Mother Nature, but... Anyway, it's quite sad. I do see that pop up. News finds its way if it needs to. Let's do these readings. I'm going to use the Channel of Love cards. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite for one side. We've got the Devil here. And the Ancient Italian Tarot for the other side. Mr. Loverman, shopper. I don't know, just come out. Champion lover, don't ease up tonight. No. Oh, we got the Devil, haven't we? Seriously? Champion lover, gonna make you feel alright. Oh. Do we have to sing? Like, Mr. Loverman. Okay. Shopper. We've been talking about this flame, the passion. Maybe we need to temper our passion. Kind of like, not dull the flame. It's roaring. Okay, I'm going to get 3 cards. Hi, Jasp. Your sister's behind me. You can try. Okay. Can we stay on my lap, please? Okay. That's that side. Let's get the ancient Italian tarot. I've got to try and channel. Are you trying to distract me? Hmm? I feel that side's the masculine side. Celebrate good times, come on. It's a celebration. That's what's going on this side. Ooh. There's a celebration with the transition with the King of Cups. This side we have the Hermit with the Death card with the Six of Pentacles. So what are we focusing on? Okay, I'm going to just turn. I want to have a look at the bottom of the deck in a moment to see what the kind of joining energy is here. We've got the Queen of Swords, so the underlying energy for, I believe this is the masculine side, is about speaking the truth, I believe. On this side, it's about a burden. Okay, so the feminine's dealing with the masculines going through the transition. You might be feeling the burden of this, and it's really just kind of saying to you, remember just to stay in this celebratory mode. I wanted to say like celebration, but kind of being celibate. Come through. The burden of being celibate. Oh, we have been talking about Mr. Loverman. Shabba. So there's maybe a craving of a sexual energy here. That might be coming through on the feminines. We do have the masculine sitting here quite in love. There's a Two of Cups, like, which is grounding this, if you can see at the bottom. So we're talking to the feminines first, okay. Two of Cups here, the union. There is kind of like a separation here between them. And I feel like this is just focus on you. You have to focus on this unconditional love for yourself, okay? There's a transition which will kind of acknowledge, I'm just going to allow these words to flow out, the block of the connection. There's a transition that's going on. So it feels as if it's really important, no matter how much you're burdened, is that you learn self-love, learn to continue. Okay. So if you're learning to continue self-love, it means that you may feel not desperate, but craving love in a sexual form. I feel here you've got to keep yourself pure. It's like the World card I feel here. We normally have the fixed signs, don't we, on the corners of the World card. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, we'll find out more, but... Oh, I've only just turned this one over, that's right. The Ten of Wands here for the Divine Feminine, which is feeling the weight, the burden. It really does look like it's guarded, look. You've got the Two of Wands here. So I feel that Divine could be just kind of saying that this is a test. It's very much about purity. Okay. The Divine Masculines here, the energy on this side is really saying that you need to face the truth and speak the truth. This is really just advising that you go through with your spiritual transformation and bring in the balance. There is the feminine here, I want to say. Okay, and I believe that that's what she's requiring. Don't want to say demanding. She's requiring the truth. And I want to say, like, with the resurrection. Hey, Jazz. You want my coffee? It's a bit hot. Good boy. The Hermit has his head down. He knows the truth within. He just needs to lift his head and face the light. The star. There's a spiritual transformation here. I said the light because he still needs to kind of... He's got a little bit... he's got some travelling to do. And he needs to bring in the balance. Okay. I'm not going to look at the bottoms just yet. Let's have a look at what the Channel of Love cards want to say. I said yesterday that I wanted to use, it was like the Sacred Destiny. You can wait until tomorrow. So, we'll get these ready. I've got the Romance Angels as well. Do I want to use those? Maybe. Celebrate good times, come on. Okay. This here, really, I feel as if the masculine is kind of cowering away. Little cherub, hidden cherub here. And I feel this is most definitely the masculines you need to get on with, kind of lift your head, mission work. The giving and receiving here. Look at the distribution after your transition. It's a new way of thinking here. Two major arcanas with the Hermit. You know what to do. The Death is following through with the transition. And then into distribution. It's like some kind of, I don't know, oh, process of a divine delivery. But it really comes in with the mission work here. Okay, we'll use the Channel of Love first. The book just kind of scooted across and give them a little flick. Right, let's have a look at the masculines then. We're going to stay away from the feminines because I feel, at the moment, because I feel there's that sexual energy over this side. Okay. It's like masculines, it's time to speak up. Tradition. Looking at your belief systems, the way that you used to do things versus how things can be done. Should we get another one? Okay. Master Manifester. The Magician. That's putting all that knowledge into practice now. Master Manifester. Okay, let's leave it there. Let's get a Sacred Destiny card. Blessings. Holy Spring. In many ancient cultures, it was believed that there were some springs that were holy. Gods and goddesses were thought to reside in or near these special places, and they were revered. Greek mythology is replete with stories of these special places. Many of the Christian hallowed water sources, such as the Chalice Well, were used for sacred purposes long before Christianity rose to prominence. These kinds of springs were thought to be healing waters where blessings were bestowed by mystical beings. First of all, the Holy Spring. We've been speaking so much about how things are going to be quite active this spring. Okay. It speaks about that chalice. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Immense blessings are emerging into your life from those in spirit. Angels, guides and spirit guardians are watching over you. Angelic intervention is available to you. Be open to the voice of the divine. Messages are all around you. You are protected. You are safe. Have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life. Wow. I want to get another one. Do I? No. Okay. Blessing. This is like a blessing in disguise. Look how the divine masculines, how you're being rejuvenated here. Oh, and how weird, because I've just gone to adventures, lofty waterfall, and straight away I've gone to the word rejuvenation. Water also represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Okay, should we go to the feminine side? No, we're going to stick with the masculines here. We need to get a story together. Don't want to do this energy hopping. Affirmator. Clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self. I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Hi, Jazz. Not that way, darling. This way. Good boy. Come on, you have to come down. Oh no. Okay. He might not move. I think he wants to like bang heads. Power. I am strong and grounded. I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Jasp. They're the Channel of Love cards. Whereabouts are you going to go? Well, you can sit over there, but you're near the microphone. I might have to get him down, guys. Oh, I think I'm going to have to. I've got Lily behind me. Okay. Jasper. Darling. Good boy. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's straighten up the camera. Distraction from the masculines. He seems to keep jumping up every time I'm on this side. I've totally lost the flow. I didn't even, remember reading that power card. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. That's a spiritual transformation when you just be. Okay, he's eating now. Let's get a romance angel, because on this divine masculine side, we really need to clear a few things up. Excuse me. This could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is very much tradition. We can talk about marriage with tradition. The Master Manifestor making things happen. The Hermit knowing the truth, the Death, the spiritual transformations taking place. Six of Pentacles, working on service, on mission, giving and receiving. Understanding your blessings. Having the power now, but it's a compassionate, loving power. Having the clarity, and this could be the one. Okay. This card signals that you've already met the person you romantically seek. Perhaps you're already in a relationship with him or her. The romance angels sent you this card because it seems you're not recognising or enjoying the full potential of this person and relationship. Blessings, seeing your blessings. Sometimes you may overlook someone who's meant for you because you have a different idea of what your partner should look or act like. Take a moment to consider who this might be. The first person to come to mind is probably the one. We've got tradition here. I said about having a look at your old belief systems versus your new ones. Which of those old belief systems are really gone now? That's kind of like that energy of knowing what you need to do. Next, invite the romance angels into your dreams as you're going to bed. Ask them to give you very clear information, excuse me, about your romantic partner, either in your present relationship or a future one. So the masculine's having visions here. He knows the truth. Okay. During sleep, you're more open to angelic guidance. When you awaken, you may not remember your dreams, but you will have a clearer sense of romance and partnership. Take any action you feel called to based on your inner guidance, even if it seems unrelated to your love life. Trust that the angels are leading you toward the one you desire. Trust. We had this yesterday. Trust that the divine is leading you to the one that you desire. Okay. I'm not leaving this side yet. But I don't know what else I'm meant to pull for it. Let's pull a Heal Yourself card then. We'll have a healing card, guidance, and then I believe we'll have a card with kind of the mantra going on is, how may I serve, for the masculines from the journey of love. So let's see what they're suggesting that you do. First of all, with Heal Yourself, external union, new love is forming. 15. The bloody devil. New love is forming, strengthen your relationships. In a lifetime, we are destined to meet many members of our soul group and soul family. It's coming straight in with this mission work here. And I suppose just what I spoke about with my dad. Okay. Many of them enter through life as a soulmate, fated to teach us lessons about unconditional love and ourselves. A soulmate can be a friend, family member, work colleague, partner, neighbour, or someone you strongly disagree with, clashing with every time you are around each other. When a soulmate enters your life, you've got to remember that it has said this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. You may have just overlooked it. When a soulmate enters your life, they offer your soul support, guidance and growth, whether physically, emotionally or spiritually. You may feel you have known them forever, or you may be instantaneously comfortable in their presence. Dependent upon what your soul needs, a soulmate may be a brief encounter or this relationship could last a lifetime. Acting as a catalyst for growth, these souls are here to teach you something new. Currently, meeting new people will bring great conversations. Interesting people will enter your life now to teach you something valuable about yourself and your interests or passions in life. Social gatherings and casual meetups will create opportunities for meaningful connections. It's like, go Dad! Right now, you are being encouraged to actively listen to others. For those who you despise or see as enemies, view these people as possible soul connections. They are there to teach you life lessons and challenge your structured belief systems. This new understanding will deepen the love you have for others, including new and existing partnerships, opening doors for an expression of eternal union. This living expression of love will influence romantic connections, including marriage, with long-term commitments possible now. The expression of eternal union between two souls will bring new levels of love on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual connection. True love is limitless. Okay. I'm just going to give you the affirmation. I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I am blessed. I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I am blessed. I just kept wanting to say external, but it says eternal. Eternal flame, the bangles. Here we go. We're not on the feminine side just yet. Close your eyes. Give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? Okay. You can carry on if you like. Goes a bit too deep now. Like as in the words. Oh. Journey of love, divine masculines. Let's have a look, guys. How may you serve? Soft. 47. You can hear the birdies. Okay, a sanctuary bathed in soft light. Your heart is receptive, inviting and gentle. It brings strength to the weary, comfort to the lonely, and healing to the wounded. It is a magnet for all that is needed for you, your beloveds, your world. Don't imagine you must always be the fighter, going against the part of your nature that longs for harmony and peace. This is your time to be soft, to surrender, to let the subtle waves of the heart invite love in, and to receive. In doing so, you will give so much. This oracle brings you a message of peace. Surrender now. Be soft, even just for this moment of quiet reflection. You have perhaps been working too hard at growing and living. Take some moments to replenish and allow the divine to help you, dear one. I'm going to have to really cough because I can feel, I don't know, it's like my lungs. Okay. This oracle brings you a message of peace. Surrender now. Be soft, even just for this moment of quiet reflection. You have perhaps been working too hard at growing and living. Take some moments to replenish and allow the divine to help you, dear one. Be soft so you are receptive to the divine. It is when we let go that we truly perceive the obstacles that lie between us and oneness with the divine lover. Let go and perceive that the divine lover is already awakening in your heart. Okay. Divine Masculines, here's your poem, and then I'm moving over to the Feminines. Mr. Loverman, Shabba. You are the softness he desires. You help light his way. You nurture all that he holds dear, though tempest clouds dismay. And in the gentle of the storm, his gentleness comes through, and in the shelter of his arms, his heart is there for you. Oh, that's what's going on within the Divine Masculine's heart. Little poem there for the Divine Feminines. Let's move over. Okay. So, Feminines, we've got celebrate through the transition while we've got a King of Cups here sitting on his throne. The underlying energy is the burden of this, carrying the weight of this. I've picked up that there might be maybe, I don't know, sexual frustrations or just craving love. An actual lover, a divine lover. So, what did we go with first? I'm not sure. Let's get an affirmator first. It says get centered. Okay, so you've got to think of these three things. You need to think of your favourite animal, and they're going to be holding a magical item, and then they're going to be floating on a piece of furniture. Okay, so when it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to my centre. In my centre, I have the wisdom and tranquility of your favourite animal, holding a magical item, floating through space on a piece of furniture. It's centered. Yeah, there might be some ups and downs here. I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. So we need to handle the burdens that might come just with the connection. You can see the infinity symbol here. Well, I can with the 8, and I feel like it's all unraveling itself. So it might just be a bit of a turbulent time, because to keep your self-love here and focus on that, rather than not letting anything really get, there is this barrier in the connection, but it's important that you focus on self-love. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, which does indicate, again, like I said, it was kind of like keeping yourself pure, which indicates there is a transition going on in the physical. And we have the masculines on his throne with his cup of love, which it mentions over here. Okay, so get centered through these ups and downs. Let's look what the channel of love would like to say. Perfect. Everything's perfect. It's all in divine order. Okay, that's all I need to say with that. Keep smiling. Keep shining. Is there a song like that? Keep smiling. Keep shining. Is it? That's what friends are for. I think. Okay. Perfect. Everything's perfect. Let's get Sacred Destiny. They've clammed up. Okay. Thriving. Keep shining. Keep thriving. Okay. It's important. Hair all over me. I can't even blame Lily. Oh, she zonked out. Now, where's the book for this? In the African savanna lives the tree of life, the baobab tree. This is a prehistoric species that predates humans. It is over 200 million years old. It has adapted, survived, and thrived in a harsh environment where so many other species have gone extinct. The babaya can live up to 5,000 years and can reach almost 100 feet tall. It is a succulent, which means that in the rainy season it absorbs and stores water in its enormous trunk. This water helps it produce a nutrient-dense fruit in the dry season when the land is parched and arid. These remarkable plants provide shelter, food, and water for both animals and humans. It is one of the only plants in the world that doesn't drop its fruit where it would spoil. It stays on the branch when it dries out. Where it dries out, when picked, the fruit has a 3-year shelf life. All I kept feeling here was how we adjust to our environment. I spoke about it last year, I can say, regarding how nature adjusts to its environments, and that's what this tree has done. It has managed to adjust to its environment over 200 million years, where others have failed to keep shining, to keep thriving. It brings shelter, food, nutrients, safety, security. Okay, so if you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into your primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. Wow. So there's definitely guidance here about mission, what we're to focus on at the moment, for both sides. I don't know why the chest is playing up. I feel a little bit wheezy. I feel like have I got something white? I have. It's a feather. Let's get a Heal Yourself card for the Divine Feminines. Ground your light. Let your soul shine. 18. I haven't got a romance angel yet. Okay, we'll get that next. 18. Shine your light on the world and let your soul shine. Okay, Divine Feminines, here we go. The method of grounding our energy bodies, auric fields and consciousness is to solidify our being in the present. Through the grounding process, our emotional, physical and spiritual bodies become unified, bringing balance and well-being to our soul and spirit. While this practice can be challenging, it is important for you to remember you are influenced energetically by your environment. Grounding anchors your energetic fields and connects you to your emotional body while being present and mindful within those moments. Strengthening your aura and emotional and physical body is the primary goal of mindfulness, as we feel everything that we experience through this energetic space. You are doing yourself a disservice if you refuse to honour your own shining light. Embrace the inner spark that sets you apart from everyone else. Claim and accept who you are as an individual so you can thrive in life. Embrace yourself with this new confidence. Currently, you may be feeling sluggish, unmotivated, and energetically flat. Your energy is distributed across different areas of interest and therefore is making you weaker. Pay close attention to how your body reacts around certain people, places, and situations. It is up to you. It is up to you to develop healthy personal and physical boundaries. Right now, you need to ground your own light, come back to your heart space, and center yourself in the present moment. Make yourself consciously aware of your breathing. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it intermittent? Integrate your physical space, your physical body, with positive change. It doesn't say that. Sorry, I'm thinking, no, it's wheezy. It's like, okay. Integrate your physical space, your physical body with positive charge by grounding your new and current experiences with breathwork. Bringing in new light energy through your crown and anchoring your sacred self through your earth chakras will assist the grounding process. More importantly, never give power to anyone to dim your light. You are a lighthouse and deserve to shine your light across the night. Okay. Interesting. I'm actually going to read the shadow aspect for the feminines. Shyness, people pleaser, self-sacrifice. A lot of people I've been doing Skype calls with state that they're shy and they're a little bit nervous about doing a Skype call. My prices are back to normal now on my readings, but I'm going to drop the Skype call, 1 hour Skype call. I'm going to drop that. I'm not going to do it at 50. I'm going to do it at 66. Because I want to speak to you, as many of you. I want to speak to as many of you as possible, really. Because we are starting to bring together our soul family. So if you're drawn to go for a Skype call with me, and you'll know if you are, it's just kind of prompted me to remember to say that that's what I've decided to do, let's say for the month of January. Just a Skype call. 66. That's what it is. Your love, my love. Third energy. Okay. Let's go for a 666. So I'll put it in the description box, but it's just kind of prompted me here to say that about shyness, people pleaser, and self-sacrifice. And the conversations are, oh my goodness, okay. If this isn't another sign. I was going to say that conversations are so, well, it's awesome. They're my favourite way to kind of communicate with you as a Skype call. But the sacred crystal is a red jasper. Not a ginger jasp. I've got a red one. I told you it's like a flame. Okay. The affirmation for the feminines. I anchor and ground my divine light in my heart. I am free. I anchor and ground my divine light in my heart. I am free. Beautiful. Romance angel. And then the journey of love. How may I serve? Let's look what the romance angels want to say first. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. You're going to be finding yourself very attracted to divine beings as they're waking up. So maybe before, especially when it comes to like the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they may have not met anyone kind of like that. But as these people, I was trying to explain the other day, if you can imagine us kind of 1 in 200 maybe, okay? And you're trying to like, the ratio's not great, is it? Like 1 against 99 or 1 against 199. But I reckon it's, I think it's even more than that. Anyway, so we're kind of up against all these others. But what happens when we start crossing over? And you start meeting people from other little tribes, and you build your own community. You start realising it's just this, it's a soul tribe, a soul connection. It's universal love. So keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. But what you have to do is don't confuse yourself with it, because I'm finding that this is happening. You're meeting somebody that you're resonating with, and maybe they remind you of, your divine counterpart. But what you have to realise is that we're going to meet more and more of these people. It doesn't mean that we're in sexual relationship with them all. It just means that we feel that resonance, that kind of same kind of love, that attraction, that pull towards that person. Like when you like being in that person's energy. Okay. So keep an open mind. The romance angel sent you this card as a reminder to stay open mind. Doesn't say that. To stay open to the possibility of your soulmate appearing in a different form that may differ from what you expect. This is especially true if you tend to date a certain type of individual. You drew this card to help you discover your soulmate. This card may signal, I'm just going to go back because it actually says, because you can hear these messages and it's how you take it, isn't it? It's like kind of whatever the story is, you adapt the message to resonate. So this is especially true if you tend to date a certain type of individual. Okay, so this can be, maybe you were drawn to a certain type of energy, and then all of a sudden you're starting to recognise this energy elsewhere. So this card may signal that you've already been introduced to this person, but have overlooked his or her romantic potential. Take the time to get to know the various individuals you meet. Even if there isn't an initial attraction, at the very least you will learn more about yourself and make a new friend. So I think it's really important to don't just pin it all on one particular masculine. Because as we start to meet lots of them, you start to realise, that energy isn't as unique as what it was when you discovered it. So it is the catalyst, but it's not a guarantee that for one, that's going to be your divine masculine. There may be another divine masculine that's lined up for you, and this was just kind of part of the process. It was just one of your soul family. So I'm not saying to not believe that, but be open-minded that what you've chosen, maybe the divine has better in place. Whatever I say to people, don't worry, it will happen naturally. You won't be able to move on until you've released this energy anyway. So it'll be impossible. So whatever's coming in will definitely replace any sadness or feelings. If that triggers you, then it's not the time for it anyway, because it will be all natural. You'll just know. And that won't be a problem for your ego to say, I was wrong, wow, this is what the universe has lined up. Okay. That's really just part of surrender, isn't it? Detaching from an outcome. So, keep an open mind. We've got beauty. That comes in perfectly with the self-love that it seems to be focusing on. It's definitely about don't settle, okay? You can take your time. Don't overlook anyone who may be potential. Doesn't mean you have to jump into it. Just see how they're kind of, why they showed up in your life. Because there's always a meaning or a reason why somebody does appear into your life. Okay. So, how may I serve for the Divine Feminines? 58. Oh, this is lovely. Okay. Perfect guidance here for the Divine Feminines. Especially when I've kind of sung, celebrate good times, come on. It says to celebrate the Divine Feminine is to honour her beauty, her endless bounty and abundant creativity. You are a vehicle of her beauty that is radiance that has nothing to do with soul-destroying cultural stereotypes based on physical appearances. It is the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, of allowing all that you are to shine through you and be witnessed in the world. You are being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. You don't have to change the way you look to become more of the divine beauty that you are. You just need to change the way you look at yourself. Behold the divine within you. You are in the process of healing past wounds about your appearance, your body, and your sexuality. finding purity in all of yourself and becoming ready to share that with others in a deeper and more open way without shame or self-criticism. Take your time and fall in love with what you are. Then you can become not the victim of others' own projected shame, but the love necessary for the shame of the world to heal. This oracle indicates a significant change in self-perception taking place within you, an ability to love and accept yourself more completely than you ever have before, quite simply because you have grown and there is more divinity awakened in your heart than ever before. The nature of the divine is love, and you are realizing that you don't have to change to be beautiful. Allow this development to grow swiftly and embrace your uniqueness, beloved. You are an exquisite flower in the heavenly garden. Okay. I feel like it's another poem from the masculines. How many times I've looked in your eyes and sailed away beyond my dreams to a sheltered thought on a quiet beach where the sand is soft as flour. You may never know this place, and someday when I look in your eyes, when you look in my eyes, I will tell you. Yeah, it was telling me that actually no, this could be the Divine Feminine's message to the Divine Masculine, imagining themselves on a beach with their masculine. So it changed at the end there. How many times I've looked in your eyes and sailed away beyond my dreams to a sheltered thought on a quiet beach where the sand is soft as flour. You may never know this place, and someday, when you look in my eyes, I will tell you. Okay, let's get a joint message. This chest. Okay, let's clear that, guys. I want a Mother Mary card, please. Okay, come on. Right, let's get this wrapped up. Okay, let's have a combined message. Oh, I didn't look at the bottom of the depths for the combined energy. Let's do that now. Okay. Three of Wands. Manifestation time. Looks like it's a celebration. Look, again. I don't know. Through the veil of illusion. There's a doggy barking out there. Unfounded fear. Unfounded fear. I feel that's the Divine Feminines, okay? It's just allow yourself just to shine here. Follow, go with the flow. Through the veil of illusion is card number 21. I felt here like for the masculine's energy. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is this manifestation time. Right, let's look at the bottom of the others. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There's a lot of passion out there. Live in light energy, that's beautiful. It reminds me of that tree that's just lighting up. 200 million years. See the beauty in life. All of life. I feel so much as a collective here. This is very much the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. They're working on the same... I feel like I don't really purpose at the moment, and that's just to share this light and love wherever they go. Taking risks. It's like being that change agent. Affirmator, generosity. Wow. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. There's a flow going around here. There's a flow. It's flowing nice. The communal dance. This card talks about the collective. All holding hands here. Okay. I think that's all of them. So let's end on a Mother Mary card. Our Lady of Truth. Card number 17. When you choose to be in your truth, expressing and being you, you are with me. In those moments, your voice and every action rings true like a bell, sending out waves of sound that cut through that which no longer serves you. Singing his truth out there. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can hear that, guys, but being in your truth empowers that which can assist and support you on your life path. Don't hold back out of fear. Be kind and be true. Let me help you attain both of these spiritual goals now. Be kind and be true. I wonder if that's both sides. True and kind. Masculines did have the truth card with the Queen of Swords. Okay. Be kind and be true. Let me help you attain both of these spiritual goals now. Remember, being in your truth is how you are closest to me. Your world is changing, triggered by transformations already happening within you as you grow spiritually. The change that is happening is a raising of your energetic frequency. You may find that you cannot stand some things which once you liked or loved. You cannot quite fit into the old life in the same way, and yet the new life is not fully anchored either. You need some divine rocket fuel to launch you into the new vibration more fully, to allow yourself to live externally exactly what it is that you have become internally. You are bringing your inner world fully and completely into your outer world, and this is a time when worlds can collide. Old truths must give way to the new truths, and you must accept the change to be able to live in your new truth. This oracle brings you comfort and guidance, encouraging you to honour your truths, and especially to be truthful with yourself as you can possibly be. Sometimes we may hide the truth of what we feel, even from ourselves, because we are scared of what may come as a result of being honest. We might fear losing a relationship or a job. We might fear that another will be hurt or think badly of us. Perhaps we may want to control how others perceive us instead of being honest and running the risk of being criticised or subjected to disapproval. When Our Lady of Truth appears, we are asked to run the risk of loss and to open up. Be as real and truthful with ourselves as we can be, and not be fearful of letting someone or something go. Sometimes it isn't a matter of a situation or a person being bad, but simply that they might not be good for us, or us for them. Sometimes we can be surprised at how truth turns an impossible situation around and actually brings us healing and closeness. Where perhaps we once feared it would destroy a relationship, truth can often bring it to new life. Okay. This oracle brings numerous messages. Your frequency is rising, and with this you will find that changes happen in your physical world. Embrace them and stay on course, for these changes are natural and helpful for all involved, even if there is pain for a while as you let go and face the unknown. Our Lady of Truth is always with you and will protect you through all changes as you honour your true nature. There is also a message that, although you may seem to be surprising people with unusual behaviour at times, and they may say that you aren't acting like yourself, this is not something to worry about. Perhaps what they really mean is that you aren't acting like the person they thought that you were. This is not a bad thing at all. You are allowed to act as the person you truly are, or are just starting to become, because you are growing. Your truth will require that you change, sometimes deeply and radically, sometimes quite simply and subtly, depending on what is happening within you. Trust it. Finally, if you have been subjected to gossip, lies, attack, deceptions, or are in a situation where you know there are dark dealings or activities which are causing suffering to others, pray to Our Lady of Truth, Mother Mary, who loves you unconditionally, for protection for yourself. Then pray for her presence to bring the light of truth to that situation for the greatest good. Do not imagine that you have to become a vigilante for her justice, as she has many methods and recourses available to her. But do listen to your heart and your truths and act accordingly. Even your mere presence in such a place with a heart drenched in prayer will help her healing take place. But also honour any guidance you have to withdraw from such a situation when the time is right. If you find it difficult to access your truth sometimes, perhaps because they were not mirrored and validated when you were a child, do not concern yourself, for this oracle brings a message that a healing is taking place within you, so that your access to your own truth can open up for you. You are encouraged to complete the following healing process on a regular basis, from 2 to 3 times a week, or even every day, for the next 3 weeks to support this process. You are also given the suggestion to take some time to write what you are feeling in a journal. This will help you tap into your feelings and truths on a more regular basis. The Mother tells you that your truths are worth the time and effort to know. Okay, so if you can, you're encouraged to complete this following healing process on a regular basis from 2 to 3 times a week, or even every day for the next 3 weeks. Okay. Before you, there is a large white bell created from pure light. A woman in a white robe with a crown of white roses steps forward to strike the bell with one clean, strong stroke. Pure, powerful sound rings out, echoing through you. Intend to receive that sound for a few moments and know that it is helping support you as you elevate your frequency. You don't have to understand how it happens. Through her power, it just happens. The woman closes her eyes and places her hands in prayer for a moment. She then opens her eyes and gazes directly at you. You can hide nothing from her, and you realise that she loves and supports you completely. When you are ready to close your healing process, you can say the following affirmation. You can say the following affirmative prayer 3 times. Mother Mary, Our Lady of Truth, let your light of truth shine within my heart. May I know and live my own truths with kindness, compassion and courage. May each one of us be supported in doing so, that we may live and let live without fear. May the light of your perfect justice shine bright for the greatest good. So be it. Okay, awesome. I'm going. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day, whatever day it is. Is it Wednesday today? It's the 1st, I know that. Anyway, okay. I will catch up with you soon. So take care. Much love. Bye for now.